So today we're changing the brake pads on a 97 f150 XLT. The different models basically use the same brake system, but for specifics it's a XLT. So first thing that you're going to need, of course, go ahead and pick out your brake shoes also. Inspect the brakes properly, make sure that your rotors don't need to be replaced as well. As you can see, this one is alright, it doesn't have any deep grooves or so, but the pads, as you can see, if you can see that real good, they are about a little bit less than half-life, and I haven't changed them in about 6 years, so they're starting to squeal a little bit. That's let me know that they're getting on to that time when you need to change them. So today we're going to replace them with these, as you can see, new. So I got these from Advanced Auto Parts, CarQuest band, the gold version. It's mid-grade ceramic, which is supposed to be less quiet, less brake dust. So we're going to go ahead and put those on. I'm going to show you how to put them on. So the things you're going to need, of course, I have my buckle of brake clean. You want to clean off any dirt or debris that gets on the pad or the rotor. I have some brake lubrication, which I basically apply to these when I remove them. They slide in and out with the caliper. Of course, you're going to need your C-clamp to push the brake piston back in, and I'll show that in a minute when I have that removed. And then also I have the new tool that I buy, which again is a ratcheting motion that separates the piston and pushes it back in. You're going to need, of course, impact if you have it, to take off your wheel. They're 19-inch. I didn't have one, so I had to use my trusty old extension and the regular tire iron. So you can, whatever you want to use to remove this bolt here, you have one on top and one on bottom, are 30 millimeters. You need a ratchet, or if you plan to use a local impact gun, it's up to you. So let me go ahead and get started. So first thing you want to do, of course, make sure you jack your vehicle up, support it with a jack stand safety first. I always recommend putting your tire underneath the subframe of the vehicle, just in case it falls or anything like that. It falls on the tire, less damage to your vehicle. And while I'm at it, while you're in here, go ahead and check to see if you have excess grease coming out of this bushing, because right around the inside of this is where you have your wheel bearing on these, and if they aren't greased properly, so you have a wheel bearing failure, and that is you don't want that. And then also, because the type of lug nuts you have, which are open, they kind of leave a lot of open space and you're causing them to rust. So what you want to do is get some anti-seize and go ahead and wipe a dab on each one before you reinstall the lug nuts, and that should help with preventing it from seizing up or rusting up. So let's begin. So first thing first, your wheels off. Next thing you're going to do is break these two bolts loose. So let me go ahead and do that now. So once you've taken out these two bolts that hold the caliper, here's a caliper, and as you can see, your pistons are compressed out. Sometimes they're completely all the way out. So go ahead and hang that right there. And then once you have them out, to remove your brake pads, you just slide them off the caliper like that and just put them aside. So after you have removed the sliding pins that are basically in this boot that go back and forth, as you can see, this one is completely dried up. This can cause it to basically stick in place. So that is why I use some of the brake lubrication, the brake caliper lubrication. So I just apply some, and then you just put them back in place, and then good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and install the pads into place. Make sure you follow the curvature of the caliper bracket. So you basically want them facing this way for the outside, and then for the inside it's basically turn inside out, but this is how you want it: inside like this, outside like this. Make sure you don't get any grease or dirt or anything on the surface of it. You can just drop them in place as you see there, and then lubricate the bottom sliding bottom slide for the caliper, and then you put everything on back in reverse, and that's how you change the pads on your 97 F150. So remember, keep your new pads clean, don't get any dirt on them. I'm about to press back in the caliper with the tool or the C-clamp, so just follow those steps in reverse, and then you'll be done. Make sure everything is done snug tight. Double check everything, make sure you check your brake reservoir, and have fun.
And go.
Is that record?
Yes.
Okay, so the final step before you reinstall your brake system is to press back in two calipers. So I have this tool that I just purchased the other day, which has made it a lot easier for pressing dual system calipers. So it's basically a ratcheting system, so you want to fit it up wherever you can, but you want to make sure it's firm against the two pistons. So you just want to go ahead and ratchet and ratchet. You have to use local muscle panning. You have to use local muscle. But as you can see, the two pistons are going back in. So just keep on going until you see them flush with the surface. Alright, once you feel it give you some good resistance, stop, because you don't want to go too far and damage the pistons. So come in by my face now. Have mercy, cameraman using no proper help.
You need a haircut.
You need a haircut?
Yeah.
Me look good. Nobody make me look bad on YouTube, you know. So you just reinstall everything in reverse, and that's why you change the brakes on a 97 F150. Until next time. Now press the middle one.